Okay, 5 p.m, 24th February, day one of the Russian invasion. You know, I've been thinking about the internet, you know. You know, it's like, it sounds kind of ridiculous because, you know, of everything in light of what's happening is if the internet goes down, I can't do my normal work, which sounds a bit ridiculous at this point in time. And that was the reason why I was going. Well, one of the reasons why I was going to fly out, so I could still continue to work on my, with my businesses. Because if there is some sort of cyber attack, which I think is going to be inevitable in the next few days, there'll be no internet, and you won't be able to communicate with anybody, and you also won't be able to see what's going on, and so you'd hear everything. You might hear shelling, as they call it, but you wouldn't be able to look online and go, well, what's happened? I could check this map to see where the bombing is, or whatever is going on. So you almost would feel kind of blind, I guess, as to what's going on, and it makes you sort of think what it would have been like, back in like, World War I or World War II or any of those places where there's no internet. So you wouldn't actually sort of know what's going on. And I've got so many messages, like it's constant, of people asking, what's going on, are you okay, and all that sort of stuff. And normally I hate those like ding, 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 ding things when I'm preoccupied with something, but it's actually kind of like refreshing. So, it's like if you can't communicate with anybody, you'd be fully, like blind as to what's actually going on. So I was just kind of thinking about that before. But one other thing I was thinking about as well was that I don't think that, I don't know if I said this in the last video or not. I tried to make one before, but my phone died. Is that, I think that tonight's going to be worse. I think tonight, in terms of the psychological side of it, is going to be worse. There's going to be a lot more flashes and bangs and all that sort of stuff. Like, I think that this is, like, it's a psychological game as well. Like that flare that was sent into the sky with the thing that made the big bang. Like, the only reason for that was to make people be scared and think that something, is happening, or it is happening now. I think there's going to be more of those, in the morning. I think it's going to be, the same time. In the morning it's going to happen again. And I think we're stupid to think that, like, Putin did his worst on the first night. I think he probably did 5%, if that, And I think that it's just going to be depleting Ukrainians' military resources. And they will deplete them in the first day or two, where I think Russia, it's going to drop 5% of its resources the first day, 10% the next day, whatever, 30% the next day. I think that's how it's going to go. And I was talking to Lupa before, and she was saying that on the Ukrainian media that that Putin is basically saying, in some way or another, when you want to stop, we can stop and we can talk. So I don't think that Putin is going to stop. Zelensky is going to stop anytime soon. But I think that, Ukraine doesn't have the resources, and I don't think that NATO is going to step in. And to be honest, I don't even know if that would be a good idea anyway. So yeah, I think that it's going to be worse tonight, worse the next night, worse the next night. And there's going to have to be some point where it's, we're letting all the cats out of the bag on this one here. And I don't know how that's going to be or whatever. But yeah, there's not really much to sort of say about that, I suppose. We just hope that that Putin is not going to target like civilian areas or anything like that. He's just going to take out the military, and then from then on out, who knows what happens after that. I mean, I'm not Ukrainian, you know. I'd like to say I can leave anytime I want, but when there's no airports or trains, yeah, it makes it a little bit difficult. So, yeah, that's the update for now.